Hello and welcome to this release video for version 1.3 of Open SDG, the open source platform for managing and publishing Sustainable Development Goals data and statistics. This release includes a variety of enhancements related to the following areas: data display, data disaggregation, structure and navigation, and design. Let's start with the enhancements related to data display. With the new Precision Indicator option, you can control the number of decimal places to display for each individual indicator. You can also specify different numbers of decimal places per unit and per series. For example, here you can see the number of decimal places changing dynamically depending on which unit of measurement is selected. Using the new Decimal Separator Site option, you can control the separator used when displaying decimals. Here's an example with the decimal separator changed to a comma. To help users interpret charts, the tooltips that appear for each data point now include the unit of measurement. Among other changes to the charts, the vertical grid lines have been removed. This change, shown here before and after version 1.3, cleans up the chart display without any loss of usability, since users still see a vertical line when focusing on data points. Next, let's look at the enhancements related to data disaggregation. Special treatment of the series column was added in a previous version of Open SDG, but in version 1.3, this treatment has been improved. Now, when a user changes to a different series, the available units and fields automatically update as needed. This means that users will not be confused by units or fields that are not relevant to the selected series. For example, here I am switching between two different series options. Notice how the available units change dynamically. As with past versions of Open SDG, new colors are added as the user selects disaggregation options from the sidebar. In version 1.3, much more consistency has been given to these color choices. This helps users interpret the data as they interact with these disaggregation controls. For example, notice how the color for female here is green. Even if I remove female and then add some other choices, when I add female again, it still shows up as green. A new color set has been added for these chart colors, which is optimized for accessibility. We recommend using this new color set instead of the default set to ensure that all users can distinguish the various chart colors. Now let's look at structure and navigation. The main navigation menu can now include drop-downs. This can be helpful if you need to use a hierarchical navigation structure. There is a new alternative header available, which has the menu left-aligned and separated from the language and contrast buttons. Here you can see the difference between the default header and this new left-aligned header. The new header design is the result of user testing and is recommended, although optional. To help users navigate, there is now an option to display previous and next buttons. Here you can see the buttons for goal pages and for indicator pages. These buttons take the user directly to the adjacent goals and indicators, allowing users to cycle through from goal to goal and from indicator to indicator. Though Open SDG is designed specifically for the SDG framework, it is now possible to display data that is not part of the Sustainable Development Goals. We call these standalone indicators. This feature may be useful to display data about COVID-19, for example. Notice how these indicators have no goal banner and no global metadata tab. Otherwise, they include all of the functionality of normal SDG indicator pages. Finally, let's see the design improvements in version 1.3. The tags which display on goal pages have been redesigned. Here you can see the difference between the old tag design and the updated 1.3 tag styles. This new design is more consistent with the aesthetics of the rest of the platform. The layout of the news listings has also been redesigned. Here you can see the old news layout and the updated 1.3 layout. This new design improves the clarity of these news listings. In version 1.3, we have updated the design of the search bar to help users notice and use it. Here you can see how the search bar design has been updated in version 1.3. Open SDG has always had a high contrast feature where users can press the button in the top right corner to switch to high contrast mode. In version 1.3, we looked more closely at high contrast and made several improvements to ensure that all parts of the platform receive the best possible treatment in high contrast mode. That wraps up this release video. For details on the upgrade process and configuration, please see the documentation. Thank you for watching this summary of updates in Open SDG version 1.3. To learn more, check out our other videos or visit our website at open-sdg.org.